What's a short, clean joke that gets a laugh every time?
Why do seagulls fly by the sea? If they flew by the bay they'd be bagels. Bagels. Man walks into a bar wearing saran wrap underwear. Bartender says, I can clearly see your nuts. What's brown and sticky? A stick. How do you find Will Smith in the snow? Look for the Fresh Prince. A priest, a rabbi, and a plumber walk into a bar, and the bartender asks, what is this, some kind of joke? What do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef. If transgender people start having kids, we won't be able to see them anymore, since they'll be transparent. Why was 4 afraid of 5? Because 5 was a registered 6 offender. A priest and a rabbi walk into a bar, the bartender says, what is this? Some kind of a joke? My belt holds my pants up, but the belt loops hold the belt up. I have no idea what's going on down there. Who's the real hero? I give up. What? I don't know what apocalypse means, but it's not the end of the world. Why is 6 afraid of 7? Because 7 is a registered 6 offender. Hey, wanna hear a knock-knock joke? Sure, okay, you start. Knock-knock, who's there? For special occasions when you're in a shirt and tie. Roll the tie up to your neck. Tell your listeners that the big tie, front, and the little tie, back, are going to race down. Which one will win? Unroll. It's a tie. What do you call a cow that can't reproduce? Decaffeinated. I am selling my vacuum cleaner. It is catching dust. With great power comes great electricity bill. I can't wait until tomorrow. I get better looking every day. Always gets a smile from my friends and family. Q. How much does a polar bear weigh? A. Just enough to break the ice. Then you introduce yourself. Source, pickup line I heard long ago. Horse walks into a bar. Bartender asks why the long face? What did the hat say to the hat rack? You hang around here and I'll go on ahead. A hamburger walks into a bar. Bartender said, sorry, we don't serve food here. You just can't stand up for yourself, woman. I'm not a therapist, but you can pay me $136 an hour to listen to your thoughts. Say this to a person who is trying to drag you into their drama or issues. A lady hobbled into the podiatrist's office and complained her feet hurt. The doctor took one look and said, lady, you have your shoes on the wrong feet. She burst into tears, and said, but, these are the only feet I have. Someone here is possessed by the ghost of an owl. Who? Ah, it's you. I saw my neighbor chasing his oxygen tank down the street yesterday. Poor guy couldn't catch his breath. So if you're born as Joyce, that means you'll die as Joyce, so if you're reborn will you be Rejoice? Did you hear about the big fire at the circus? It was intense. What's brown and sticky? A stick. I had no transportation to go to the Middle East, so I put on a good pair of shoes and Iran. I used to do drugs. I still do, but I used to, too. Mitch Hedberg. A skeleton walks into a bar and orders a pitcher of beer and a mop. Why was the sand wet? The seaweed. Bardum TSS. Q. How did the man from Prague survive his chute not opening? A. He was a Czech, he bounced. Time flies like an arrow, fruit flies like a banana. Banger. 2 fishes were in a tank. One said to the other man, the guns, I'll drive. Horse walks into a bar. Bartender asks why the long face? 2 fish are in a tank. One says to the other, do you have any idea how to drive this thing? There are 2 fish, one a tank. One say to the other, you know how to drive this thing? What's the difference between a good joke and a bad joke? Timing. You know who loves to get fisted? Sock puppets. A guy walks into a bar and says ow. 2 peanuts were walking down the road. One was assaulted. You ever had duck sausage? They answer no, you reply with, well, duck down and have some of this sausage. As you grab your junk. Why did the blind man fall in the well? He could not see that well. Why did the monkey fall out of the tree? It was dead. What is a pirate's favorite letter? Someone inevitably answers R. You think it be R, but my first love will always be the C. What did the hat say to the scarf? You hang around while I go on ahead. Op, u/obvious_coffee 6017, is a bot account who is reposting this post. Please downvote and report this repost. What did the baby mosquito say to mom after learning to fly? Mama, did you see? Everyone was clapping for me. A termite walks into a bar, and asks, is the bartender here? As I handed my dad his 58th birthday card, he looked at me and said, just one would have been fine. To borrow from Tim Vine, I saw a man spill his Scrabble set on the road. I asked him what was the word on the street. He got angry and started throwing th words at me. I ducked this, there and thief, but I didn't see that coming. Anything Mitch Hedberg has ever written. Donate 1 kidney and you're a hero. Donate 12 and all of a sudden you're the subject of an investigation. An old man goes to the doctor and says, Doc, I can't pee. Doctor asks, how old are you? Old man says 96. Doctor says you've peed enough. Knock knock, who's there? To who? To whom? Guy, hey, what is 1 + 1? Girl, 2? Guy, yes, that's why we should wear protection, winking face. Bathing. I was gonna post a joke about time travel, but Reddit didn't like it. What did Batman say to Robin when he told him to get in the car? Get in the car. 2 goldfish are in a tank. The first goldfish turns to the second goldfish and asks, how do you drive this thing? What do you call a deer with no eyes? No idea. I told my girlfriend she drew on her eyebrows too high. She seemed surprised. Didn't we go to different high schools together? What do you call someone else's queso? Nacho cheese. Doctor, and did you drink orange juice after your bath like I told you, Mrs. Jones? Mrs. Jones, doctor, after drinking the bath I had no room left for orange juice. If Iron Man was to be played by a black actor, who would it be? Answer, Robert Downey Jr. Is your refrigerator running? Yes. Well, you better hurry up and catch it. A dyslexic walks into a bar. You should go for the manager position. You're taller, they look up to you. 2 clowns were eating a cannibal. One looks at the other and says, I think we got this joke wrong. I've started eating clocks. It's time consuming. What has 4 wheels and flies? A garbage truck. What did the wolf say to the crow? How's it going? What did the crow say to the wolf? How's it crowing? What's the best part about Switzerland? I'm not sure, but the flag sure is a big plus. What do you call a chicken looking at a lettuce? Chicken sees a salad. Why don't sharks eat attorneys? Professional courtesy. What's red and bad for your teeth? Answer, a brick. Life's a weird game but the graphics cool. What did the 0 say to the 8? Nice belt. Why do they put fences around graveyards? Because people are just dying to get in. Do you smoke after sex? I don't know, I never looked. This one works on every person I've ever told it to and I have no idea why. Me, ask me if I'm a fireman. Them, are you a fireman? Me, PSH. No. That's it. That's the whole joke. And no, I'm not a fireman, and I have absolutely nothing against firemen. 2 men walk into a bar, the third one ducked. Turned away by a hench doorman at a nightclub whilst dressed as a mushroom, said I was too divisive. Guess he wasn't a fun guy. Women's rights. Liberty and justice for all. What's brown and sticky? A stick. Bert asked Ernie if he wanted ice cream and Ernie said sherbet. You know what I really enjoy about whiskey? You can really enjoy a 12-year-old without the risk of going to jail. What's brown and sticky? A stick. What's blue and smells like red paint? Blue paint. Have you heard of Orion's belt? Waste of space. 3 stars. A pig fell into the mud. Oh, wait, that's a dirty joke. What's brown and sticky? A stick. A skeleton walks into a bar and says, give me a beer and a mop. Why did the scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field. People usually know the answer, so you can follow up by asking, okay, but do you know what he said when he gave his acceptance speech? Hey, it's in my genes. A skeleton walks into a bar and orders a beer and a mop. Where does the king keep his armies? In his sleeves. In a heated debate with some spices, garlic powder, peppercorns and curry all turned against me. I like my odds though, time is on my side. I'm reading all of these in Rodney Dangerfield's voice. What's orange and sounds like a parrot? A carrot. And what's brown and sticky? A stick. When I was a child, I would lay in my twin bed and wonder where my brother was. A dyslexic man ran into a bra. A man walks into a bar, and the second guy ducks.